This is EA Sports MMA Creative Director Jason Barnes. We're going to take a look at a fight between myself as Jacre and our lead gameplay tester, Mark Taylor, is Jason Mayhem Miller. We wanted to give you guys an insight into how our fights happen. We fought this fight yesterday, and now we're gonna voice over the video and talk about what we were thinking during the fight. Mark Taylor and I have a long history here for several months, about 5 or 6 months. We've been going at it in rivalry matches, and he's a little bit of a hot streak here with 6 straight fight wins over me, and I'm looking for a revenge match here as we approach it with Jacre and Mayhem Miller. So, the way I was approaching this fight was with Jacre. I know that I have great submission skills, and I'm going to be great on the ground. But at the same time, Mayhem Miller, he's kind of a generalist. He can do it all. He can win the fight on the ground. He can win it standing up. He's got a bigger arsenal of attack standing up with Superman punches and things like that than Jacre. So my goal was to take this to the mat, but I wasn't in a hurry to do it. I just didn't want to get in a stand and bang fight. What I wanted to do was take my time and break him down a little bit and work my way down to the ground and eventually get a victory.
With this, I'm definitely trying to stay away from the ground. Really worried about Jacre's submission skills. Using Miller, I can survive on the ground, but once I got to the ground, my plan was definitely to get up and go back to striking. I was definitely more interested in standing up and trying to win this as a striking fight.
At this point, when we were starting to capture, we actually have a small capture area, and a large group of people had filled in to watch this fight. So Mark and I are both a little bit nervous and feeling the tension during this fight. Normally, we're going to come out and show respect, but when it's Mayhem Miller versus Jacre, we got to do the personalities properly.
And it's always fun to be able to start the fight with a big taunt.
So what's going on here is usually what I'm trying to do is figure out what Mark's doing. And both of us kind of like to counter-strike and just feel for range. You can see he's throwing a lot of jabs, and my idea was just to back out, and kind of see what he was going for. I do have that spin kick, so I was trying to catch him off guard as he did that leg kick. I wanted to get advantage of that. My other idea is that you saw me try to clinch. Mark's sitting on that clinch waiting for it. Because my idea is if I can clinch him, then I can rough him up and take him down. But he is all over that every time. He's denied it both times. So we're both kind of feeling each other out. You can see it's all about the strike range here.
Especially when I use a good stand-up striker, I like to do a lot of kicks. And you'll see me switch stance back and forth. Jason Barnes is really good at going for the takedown when I've missed a kick. When my back is towards him, I pretty much can't defend that. So trying to stay off the ground, and I want to use kicks, but that's why you see me switch my stance back and forth and change right and leg kicks.
So my goal right here is I actually got the half guard on him. I was feeling pretty good because I set him up with those punches, waiting for him to block. But I'm kind of working his stomach here, trying to lower his stamina, but he has been all over that parrying every strike. I'm getting gassed here. I'm a little bit worried about him moving on me, which he does. You can see he's doing those little heel kicks. And now he's worried about me passing and I get swept, and that pissed me off. What I'm mainly worried about here is him drilling my ribs with his knee. And so I'm just going to look to deny, and the way I look to parry is I don't hold block. I do my parry with block and the flick of the stick all in one motion, because I don't want to just hold block and let him move on me as quickly as he can. So I was able to get back to guard, but now I'm getting a little greedy going for it right there.
Even though I had got the sweep, I had been trying to stand up a couple of times, and I finally get a successful stand-up. I usually like being on the ground, especially when I can sweep somebody. I'll definitely take advantage of dominant position, but going against a submission specialist like Jacre and somebody who knows how to use them on the ground, I'm really worried, and all I'm trying to do is really get out of a really dangerous position.
So right there, he hit me with that front kick. I immediately blocked. I knew usually he's following with a hook or some kind of combo off that. You see me, I just ate a knee. That was brutal. Now I'm worried about my head, so I'm just trying to slip. and get enough space, get my bearings back. I caught him with that spin kick. You see him back out right away the second that happened because he was worried about his stamina. He was on top of that. I was a little bit late on my strike there. I threw the straight, and I probably should have thrown a jab off that teep kick. The reason you saw me try to sprawl there, that's the takedown I'm looking for. That's what I've been waiting for. Getting him out of range and getting into side control. I'm feeling great about this, but Mark's very controlled and very confident on the ground. It's about survival for him at this point. Again, I'm a little bit antsy. I got a losing streak, and he gets up. I gotta stay calm on the ground, which I wasn't doing there. So right here, it's about finding range. As you can see, both of us swing a lot out of range. Don't want to get caught. I throw the straight right because I feel like he's sitting on my left jab, so I'm trying to catch him off guard with that, or he's anticipating me throwing some kind of lead kick instead of my back kick.
Right now, I'm starting to get a little bit more aggressive than I have been the rest of this fight. I really feel like I'm losing in the points right now, and losing in the first round is not a position I'm usually in. So right now, I'm really trying to step up the aggression and see if I can get ahead of him real quick at the end of this round.
And he got caught, as you saw. When he got aggressive, I nailed him with a great hook. He took me down in desperation, but I was gassed, and what I was worried about when we were in a sprawl just a second ago, that he was going to pull guard and look for submissions, because Mayhem Miller's deadly off his back even against Jacre, so I was well aware of that. At this point, I know there's 25 seconds left. I'm looking at the clock. I'm just trying to maintain enough stamina so that I don't get caught in a submission battle here. I'm gassed. I don't want any business. You see that horrible hook I'm throwing because I'm gassed. I'm gonna get my energy back up. Looks like we're headed to round 2 at this point. I'm trying to score some points with a free takedown at the end. That's dirty, but you got to do what you got to do.
I'm sweating right now, putting my controller down as fast as I can, rubbing my hands on my pants, trying to get ready for round 2. I'm always winning at the end of round 1, and that affects how my game plan is.